Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Post1960 podcast. I'm Papi Jiggy, content creator and actor. I'm Miz.
Hi guys, I'm Sylvia. I'm a photographer and a project manager.
This one I drip and come outside today. You're looking really nice. So.
You guys stay drippy. You never know who you run into in these streets. I'm not gonna lie.
Okay. So we have a couple conversations. The first question.
Wait, first of all, what did you say your name was? Papi
Jiggy.
Papi Jiggy. How did you get that name?
Papi Jiggy. Wow. Okay, so the name was basically a combination.
Wow.
Of a lot of things, cause I felt guys can't be calling Papi. First of all, females in my school back then used to call me Papi, but I felt it was weird for guys to be calling me Papi, so I had to add something to it.
Why are babes calling you
basically. It's a long story. That's all I could say right now.
No problem. Wait, first of all, what's your government's name?
My name is Benjamin.
Hey, Benjamin is better. Which one is Papi?
You lie, you don't like that Papi, I said.
No, I actually don't.
Good,
I don't think I've ever called anybody Papi.
Why?
I don't know if I would. I just feel like it's weird.
Pride.
It's not a pride thing, no. I just feel like it's weird.
Okay, so back to the topic. What's the question of the day?
Okay, so we're going into some very touchy subjects for some people. And the first question is, how many genders do you think there are?
How many genders? Oh, wow. That question is very deep.
Hence why I said touchy.
First of all, personally, I identify as a trans financial. So I'm like a very rich person stuck in a broke. So that just says there's a lot of different genders and different, basically.
I identify as a baby girl.
God, I beg.
It's the necklace.
Take care of me. Baby girl.
Of course now.
Wow. Okay. So do you have an issue being around, people of LGBTQ?
Not at all. I guess based on the fact that I've been able to experience living outside of Nigeria, I've honestly got to meet a lot of people that they go by different genders, different pronouns and all of that. And I guess people shouldn't really be judged by that. Just take them as they are. We're all normal people. Some people may say, oh, it's not normal, it's weird, this is that, why are you identifying as this, blah blah blah. Just take the person as they are, simple as that. So I just feel like the whole gender thing, if you're male, fine, if you're female, fine, if you're this, that's please, the world is too stressful enough. Everybody should just be who they want to be at this point. Just be stress free, be yourself, live your life.
True this. Personally, well, I don't really have a problem with it. I feel like you do you, right? You could do your thing, but Shano bring and come my side, that kind of vibe. Because I don't know how to put it, but sometimes people of other genders, they try to come across, try to move to you and be like, bruv, don't come close to me, bruv. I'm just like that. That's a personal thing for me. I just don't like it. It's not like I have a problem with them. I have friends like that. I have colleagues. I work with people. I do a lot of shooting with different type of people. So I definitely come across a lot of people in my daily activities. So I just be like, yeah, we can be cool, yes.
Can be cool,
perfect,
but just keep your distance.
Yeah.
Me, I'm fine with it. I get a lot of compliments.
Nah, you're a girl. First of all, I feel girls, I don't know, the viewers might have a different, outlook to it. But for me, I feel like for girls, it's kind of different. I don't know. It's basically the same thing, but I still feel like it's different. For girls, right now, I could categorically say in every 10 girls, like 5 might be bi. It's just facts right now. Like, I'm not even capping. Like, you literally meet girls. They will not come out like, oh, I do girls. No, obviously not. But, you know, you get to meet them. And when you get to have certain conversations, they be like, oh, I don't mind being with a girl. You get so. But for guys, come on, like, you see what I'm saying? So basically, for guys, it's more of like I can watch 2 girls, like, I don't even think I'll have an issue with that. But watching 2 guys, like, what the fuck are you guys doing? Sorry about the curse word, but like, seriously, nah. That's just me, Sha. That's what I feel. That's what I feel, basically.
That's fair. When you think about the LGBTQ culture here, do you feel like the Western world has kind of influenced like the rise of it here in Nigeria?
Well, honestly, I'll be very honest. I feel like a lot of things have influenced the rise of, you know, the culture, because basically a couple years ago, like let's say 10 years back, there was not really much awareness about this. Like, you know, recently in the past 5 years, there's been Instagram, TikTok, you know, these different platforms that, you know, you get to see things, and there's a lot flashing in front of your eyes every single day, and you're like, this new thing, that new thing. So I feel like the Western culture, like you said, has been brought to us. Before, you have to watch TV before you can see, oh, this is the new thing happening. Do you get? But right now, like, even a 15-year-old can just pick up his phone, and then there's this new thing that's seen online.
Even
You
5
get?
years.
So, like, I'm saying 15 because, like, at least you're almost an adult. But 5 years old, like,
all these ones that they give their kids iPhones, iPads, some of them don't put restrictions on it, so they'll be watching whatever, they'll be seeing whatever, like
damn.
they'll be playing games with like different things. I'm like, I think I heard a story, like I read a story somewhere, like a child was playing on their iPad, and like there was this the child was playing on their iPad, and they were just researching something about their mother. They now saw that, oh, the mom had sex tape.
No way.
See,
bruv, how? Are you serious?
Imagine seeing your a family member's sex tape online for
well,
to see, and you're like you're literally like a 5-6-year-old kid.
Well,
Bruh.
for a 5-year-old. But right now, if you, for example, you see maybe one of your cousins, how you feel about it?
See what?
One of your cousins, like a tape. I don't think maybe some years back, you would have felt like, oh, why would you do this? But, you know, times have changed.
I think probably the first thing is I'll probably wonder why. But then at the same time, like, I won't judge, because I feel like, if people want to try new things, go ahead, feel free, get me, explore, all of that.
First of all, aside the exploration, you don't know the monetary aspect of these things. Like, trust me, people are making a whole lot of money, bags, off of, like, you know, I can say sexual content. Because, like, on the internet now, like, you could literally be walking on the road and you see someone, like a friend of yours, has, like, a fans-only account. And you know how these things work. Like, you cannot even check their profile. Because, like, you have to subscribe and all of that. So there's a lot of money to be made online. And these people they've seen that they can leverage off of these platforms to make a lot of money. So aside the fact that, they're trying to, like, just explore, it's kind of like a poverty alleviation kind of thing. Because, like, come on, we know how Nigeria is right now. I'm not saying, like, it's happening very rampant here in Nigeria yet, but, like, trust me, in a couple years, people will be enlightened. Very much enlightened.
I feel like the whole thing regarding, like, the Western world just influencing the community here, I'll say yes and no, because I feel like yes in the sense that it has kind of given people, like, the they feel like, okay, now
You're kind of
they can speak
free,
up,
more
you're
free.
free, because obviously there in the Western world there's, that whole freedom of speech, blah blah blah, and then here, like, when you say something like that, people will start looking at you differently, and if you get caught by police, or they will just
that kind of thing.
Wow.
But we both know a couple people that do it openly online,
Yeah.
and they don't have issues. So I still feel like it still has a level of, I don't know. There's some certain people that, why is it like that though? Like, there's some certain people that can do it, and there's some certain people that can't do it. Because, like, if some people try it, they get arrested, they get probed, all of that. But then there are a lot of cross-dressers online right now. I'm not mentioning any names. But, like, we both know that these people, they have a very huge fan base, and they're doing pretty well for themselves, which kudos to them. But, like, it means that people have come to kind of accept these things in our society today, basically.
I think some people have come to accept it, but not everybody.
Well, let me say
it's a very
Gen Z kind of, because, like, our parents still, trust me, our parents have not accepted it. Your
I think
father,
some have.
your mom,
I
you
feel
come
like
and
some
tell you
have.
come and tell your Nigerian father that you are what? I don't understand. That he will not have grandchildren. Do you get the logic behind it now? Because, like, yes, obviously.
There's surrogacy, so
Okay.
there's options, so you can't just rely.
Are we talking from a personal?
No, I'm just
perspective?
saying, like, based on what I've read, what I've seen. I'm
Okay.
there's
No,
surrogacy.
obviously now there's artificial insemination. There's all of those things.
Yeah.
And people are getting more and more aware about them. But, like, I mean, like I said, our parents, they have not gotten to know about all of this. And they find it pretty harder to accept it. Like, imagine a woman, a Nigerian girl, going to her mom and telling her, oh, I like a girl. Like, your mom will first start crying. She'll fall on the ground and be like, my daughter has gone. My enemies are found. My enemies are finally gotten to me. That kind of shit. But it's even, I think that's even still calm. Imagine a guy literally going to his father and saying, Daddy, I have a boyfriend.
Daddy, that was.
Bruv, there's a lot that's going to happen in that family.
Daddy,
So
that
I
was,
just feel like it's basically the generation before ours that really haven't come to accept it, basically.
Yeah.
That's what I really feel.
For sure. In terms of now children growing up in this generation, they're seeing all these things about people with different genders, people with different pronouns and all of that, and they don't really understand it. Like, do you feel like it's something do you feel like the different things about the LGBTQ community should be taught to children, like, in schools?
Taught.
Yeah.
Like, they should teach them
Like,
about.
they should learn about.
I feel like you could teach children to learn about, respecting people's perspectives. You can teach children about, being open-minded to different new things. But teaching about the word in school to, children below the age grade, there's always, like in movies, you see plus 13, plus 18. There are certain levels that you can introduce these things to children, but, teaching it to, infants, toddlers, I don't think is really necessary.
Those ones, they're still too young to.
But, like, maybe to secondary school, I don't know if it's right to actually introduce that, because, I feel like there's a lot of influence already online. So, like, they are seeing it already, let's be honest. If you are in secondary school, you obviously already have a phone. Many children right now. My nephew is 4 years old and he already has an iPad. He has a phone. He has everything. So basically, I feel like if you're in secondary school, you should have a phone. So you are definitely seeing all these things online. And there's TikTok on every single phone in Nigeria right now. So you're just scrolling and then you see this news. Okay, what's that? You get. But, like, from that age grade, I feel like you can actually introduce it, like
Yeah.
just introducing understanding people's perspectives
For
and
sure.
respecting people's decisions,
Mm-hmm.
basically.
Definitely.
I just think that's it.
But then again, like, how do you tackle like kids? Obviously, kids under 10, when they see this and they start asking questions, they're like, you're just wondering like, oh, how do you tackle things like that? It's like you never really know. I literally saw this movie clip. This teacher was asking the children to like say words that end with N, and one of the girls just shouted lesbian, and then it
Wow.
was so it was the teacher
like-
was just like, oh my, it's shocking.
So, well, what is a lesbian?
She didn't even know. She didn't even ask what. Like, she just said lesbian, and the teacher was like,
Obviously,
"Ah."
she already knows the meaning then.
Yeah, and then he tried to be like, oh no, let's say something else. And then another one of the students was not like, these are like, mind you, these are like 6-7 year olds. Another one of the students was not like, but sir, like she said lesbian, like explain it to us. And he was just like dodging. So it's a thing of how do we actually how do people should actually like, you know, explain it to kids that age?
I don't know personally. I cannot have that conversation with an infant. First of all, I would literally dodge the question to the end of time, till infinity, because how do you explain to a child certain things in life that his mind shouldn't be exposed to at that time? You know, education basically is teaching people what they need to know at a certain age grade. Like when you get to primary school, you're taught some certain things. When you get to secondary school, like that.
Yeah.
So I feel like there are levels to where you can introduce these topics, but not to every, like, for example, sexual, you know, conversations shouldn't be taught to children, obviously.
As the Western world would
And
say,
this is
the
part
birds
of
and
a,
bees.
do you get? So this is part of a sexual conversation that should be taught, you know, when the child comes of age, basically.
No, but it's going to be a hard question to dodge because kids are so persistent these days. They will ask.
You ask me
Just-
question, you tire. Because I cannot come and be explaining what I did not even know how to understand. I did not understand it myself.
They'll be so lost. Imagine
you get-
you just be like, this is that.
So me, I'm not even going to explain. When you are of age, you understand. It's simple.
Come on.
That's where it ends.
They will not hear that one. They'll still keep
Hey,
asking.
you come back and I'll say the same thing. You get tired. Trust
you
me.
yourself, you get tired. You just keep quiet and you just be ignoring them. But that one, that one will still add more problem because once you're ignoring them, then they'll start screaming. Problem.
Bruh, I
Problem.
know how crazy like some children can be. Like they just be talking in your ear and all of that. So, you know, but you just try as much as possible to keep their mind in check because, you know, as much as the internet and a lot of other things are influencing the young ones, we should still try to imbibe values in them as like elder ones. For me, I don't have children and I don't plan to have any yet. But like for people that are parents or that are guardians or like you have children, like maybe elder sister, elder brother, you should be able to like guide your younger ones like, oh, you shouldn't be watching that, you shouldn't be doing this, at least to a certain age. Some elder ones, they're like, oh man, what's my business, that kind of vibe. But in the end, I saw a video, children doing, there's a lot of videos online of children just being like not children, do you get? And
They all of a sudden they want
seeing
to be
stuff like
adults.
that, you now look back and you're like, it's basically either from their upbringing or from what they've seen,
Yeah.
or like influence from friends and stuff like that. And sometimes you wonder, don't these children have like a elder, like a older person in their lives to literally like teach and, you know, stuff like that. But I feel, you know, to some extent we have a responsibility to our younger ones to like at least guide them, basically.
For sure.
Yeah.
Guide your younger ones.
Yeah.
Otherwise, we just
Watch
dilly
them.
dallying.
Watch them. Watch them.
What?
You get why they talk this thing. Watch them. Bruh, I literally saw one video online, and then the video popped out later, and I got to find out that the girl was 13.
Allah.
And if you see this video, trust me, you will not even think she's 23. Do you get what I mean? So, like, you need to watch them. Like, we really need to, teach this in bigger forums, in church. I can't remember the last time I went to church.
I don't know if the church will talk about that kind of thing.
But that's the thing. Like, it's not just about spirituality. Yes, I believe in God. I believe in a supreme being that watches over us and that tailors our life. But I believe that there's a lot that, our spiritual leaders can still imbibe in different age groups.
Yeah.
For us now as, like adults, most of us, the churches we want to go to are like prosperity churches. We want to go to the church where the pastor will be telling me, oh, invest in that. There are pastors like that, like right now, that will tell you, oh, invest in Bitcoin. I have a training for my members.
My priest, sorry, my own is a priest, not a pastor, but does not talk about that kind of.
It's always a holy life. Holy life.
Just honest. Well, yes, a holy life, but how to incorporate that, into your everyday.
Into your everyday life, which
life
is, like I feel there's a lot of topics. She gets like. You could talk about holiness, you could talk about prosperity, you could talk about a whole lot of different topics. So you can also include this as one of the major, because it is a part of our daily lives.
Yeah.
People try to run away, shy away from, any topic that has to do with sexuality and stuff like that. Every single time people are shying away from it. And it's not supposed to be that way. Like,
True.
It is part of our daily life. If they ask you now when last you still say maybe last week. So you get.
When you go to the hospital and then they're asking you.
Or you go with your mom
are you
and then they
sexually
ask you.
active? How many
Something
times did you
like
dodge
that.
that question? Everybody dodges
But
it.
if you went to the hospital with your mom and they asked you, will you lie? Or you say the truth?
I'm pretty sure everybody lies.
You will lie. The doctor knows though. He can check.
And the doctor can know, but then if you're of age, should there not be like some sort of
Confidentiality.
Exactly, confidentiality.
But sometimes, like, if you go with your mom and she's there looking at you like.
At this day and age, are we not old enough to go to hospitals by ourselves?
Obviously now. There's some certain scenarios though. Let's say something like maybe you are unconscious and then they bring you in and then your folks are there and maybe you come to and they're asking you certain questions and you're like, you gotta answer now. Your mom probably still thinks it.
Sorry, I'm still.
You're still trying. She's literally running away from the question right now.
I'm still getting my ground.
Okay, all right. Understand certain things.
But I feel like we should be able to kind of figure out a way.
A way to tell a child about what?
That's this world
so
has evolved.
he sees let's say he sees one of these crush. Okay, wait first. Let me say it like this. Can you mention a few cross dressers that you know?
I'll mention the ones that are quite popular. For example, I think most people know this one, but RuPaul.
Okay.
RuPaul and.
I'm talking Nigeria based. Don't go too far. Nigeria, bring it home.
I don't think do I know any?
In Nigeria.
Do I know any? I mean, I know like a couple people that like people that dabble with like that kind of dabble with their style and stuff like that, but cross dressers. Can you mention?
She's trying to put me on the spot. Really, you don't know any cross dresser in Nigeria? I don't know too. Okay. Let's just. Well, anyways, I know a couple. I know Bobrisky at least. And for Bobrisky, I feel like he has been able to sell into like.
Wait, but doesn't Bobrisky go by she as well?
What?
Bobrisky goes by she as well.
Well,
Yeah.
I think recently, initially, could say maybe he started as a cross-dresser first of all. But maybe now it's changed. Maybe, like we said, people just started to know about, the different genders. Like, I can literally, like I said, I can literally identify as whatever I want right now. Do you get? So, I can say 5 years ago, I did not know about this. And that goes for a lot of other people. Like, so information, has come. Like I said,
Yeah.
the Western world has been able to influence a lot of information passing down. You get, because they are actually more civilized
Yeah. They're more,
society.
They're pretty much free
So
to
like
do whatever.
they have more freedom to do a lot. So these things just recently started coming to Africa and Nigeria. And even if Nigeria has not completely accepted it, maybe for best reasons, I don't know. But like, I feel we know the information now. Do you get? So I could say, for him, he has been able to sell a lot of brands. He has been able to, dabble into influencing, a lot of things. And it's not just about the cross-dressing now or his identification or what he identifies as, but like it's what he has been able to achieve and how he has been able to, make it something fun for people to want to watch. Do you understand? Because like a lot of people now, for one, I don't follow him, but I know a lot of girls that they follow him on all socials.
If you know how to do the Bobrisky dance.
Do you get?
Me, I don't.
Like,
but I see everybody that does.
I know a girl, she's literally on Bobrisky's Snapchat every single day. Do you get what I mean? So I feel like they can actually, like, there's more room for them to just, freestyle.
I guess maybe
some
girls can relate,
Some girls,
the whole
some
good
guys
girl know they
too.
pay. I hope you know
Good-
that.
You said you don't know.
I think that's the only one I know.
You don't cast.
'Cause, like,
you're casting now. You
Think
don't cast
about
yourself
it.
now.
Almost sometimes good girl know they pay.
Good girl, no, they pay. So you want to be a bad girl?
No.
You prefer to be a bad girl?
I'll just be a girl. Simple as that.
Good, I beg.
I'll just be a girl, but I cannot carry last, so I just have to know.
Okay, so let's wrap it up now. You do the first part because I don't know how to do it.
Well, this was a very touchy topic. A lot to say.
Trust me, I be trying as much as possible not to, say too much because I don't really know much about these things. Like, just of a more neutral basis. Like, do you get? So, thank you so much, guys, for watching. This has been. See, I'm sweating because I'm trying to avoid many talk.
My guy is anxious.
Yeah.
Very anxious.
So, it's industry something. I don't want to go and mash the leg that I'm not supposed to mash. You understand? So yeah. Thank you for watching, guys. You guys should tune in once more. Keep tuning into Post1960podcast. And
Like, subscribe. You get me.
do all of that. Do all of that. Papi Jiggy signing out. You already know.
Say bye from me.